wide receiver Isabella against DeAndre Baker and others because he plays all over the field.
My goodness, Laura, you took a hit there on the sideline. Glad you're okay, as on the first play, it's incomplete. Comus.
Little we know, Laura needed to boil a mouthpiece today. She gets in on the very first play. Uga drug her down on SEC Nation. What a trooper.
You know, full experience in Athens. That pass is batted.
So he's going to have to move the pocket today. Comus only 6 feet tall, and already you're seeing the effect that you can have when you get your hands up in those passing lanes.
Comus takes off, and he is well short of the...
They are kind of men without a country. They don't have a conference. The way they have to schedule up in a lot of ways, it is challenging for them to accumulate wins given the schedule that they have to assemble each year.
Comus wants to throw again, nothing open, and down he goes. That's Jordan.
Move, you got to coach him up, able to create that pressure.
It is only the 15th sack of the season.
The favorable matchup with Isabella, get him some touches early on. He will get some touches in the run game as well.
That Georgia defensive line just eating UMass alive is Marquise.
He seems completely docile. Little do you know.
Marquise Young, one of the best tailbacks UMass has ever had, gets a...
With him, he's 62 pounds, so you know he can pull a big load like me.
He probably was smelling some food. So after the penalty now, 2nd and 14, and Comus will keep it himself. And he is getting tackled there. In the dorm? What kind of dog? A bulldog. Yeah, that's not going to work. And coach said, those are the sort of things I never dealt with at the NFL level. A little swing pass here.
Times this season, but on a short field off of the turnover to compound the difficulty.
Young is met from the 15-yard line. And this is Isabella trying to get the edge, and he does. And it's him again. Try it the other way, and he's decleated.
Also some great football coming up on Monday night with the Chiefs and the Rams. Do us the pleasure of telling us what you think about it.
It's going to be a blast now that we know where the game is being played.
All right, thanks so much, Boomer. We're actually going to enjoy some of those snacks down here on the field, guys. We might send some your way a little bit later on.
I love it. Comus finding high of the 45-yard line. Look, it's been 40 seasons since ESPN was created, and we're in the stadium today because of people like that man, Chris Burns.
From experiencing football in these type venues on Saturdays because of his responsibilities on Sundays.
Flea flicker. Comus wants to load up but doesn't have anything downfield. A flag comes in.
One of the better running backs in this conference. Transferred in from Illinois, and Ole Miss has had their difficulties in run defense this year.
There is a flip on an end around to Brennan Dingle, and Dingle gets clear into Georgia territory, and he is turning the season around. Good work by Barry Odom. Meanwhile, UMass, after the big gain, goes to the ground with Marquise Young. He's inside the
target for Comus, and now the Minutemen on the heels of that big end around in the red zone.
To Young, throw to Isabella. Really more than as a running back. And now might be going to the NFL as a wide receiver next year. Comus eludes the sack, but then it's dropped. Meanwhile, they want their defense to get off the field on this 3rd and 8.
UMass has had difficulty keeping the pocket clean for their passer on these 3rd and long downs.
Comus under pressure, escaped one man, but not the second.
Above the numbers was a different deal.
Great job restoring Stegman Coliseum too. Comus, plenty of time, and he flips it over to Isabella out of bounds.
That he wanted to play. Kirby's like, no, let's see what's going on here. Take a few plays off, and let's reassess after that.
Pay attention to that. Comus, Isabella, nice open feed.
has certainly earned the accolades.
Dogs' third down defense, one of the best in the business. In the 3rd and 1, Fredericks has the first down.
Campbell end up coming up and making that tackle, but not before they got the conversion.
Ole Miss again, the safety valve to Isabella.
Georgia Tech. This is a dangerous offense, and one that is going to run the football at you and be all over your ankles cut blocker. You want to have...
Has been Josh. So Josh did get some good camo from Academy.
I know you're not scared to wear any as well, as Comus underneath the young. And Georgia would have a dominant win against UMass, but it was interesting to talk to the coaches how important it was to stay committed to the competition each week. And in talking to the was he wants them to always play to a standard, and he's never seen a head coach that's able to get buy-in from his team like Kirby's been able to do so far this season. Comus somehow found a window there.
The only place where he could have come up with this catch, as you see Natrez Patrick and Channing Tindall conversion.
It's Isabella.
Faster players on this team, rather. And even were he to have hesitated, more than likely able to cover the ground. Well defended that time by the freshman.
Comus on a design run. He's a yard shot.
The true freshman from Rome, showing why the coaches were raving about him.
On 4th down, it's a first down throw, and it's Isabella who will dive.
Fast for UMass. This guy's just flat out fast for anybody.
Catch made by Simon and gets out of bounds.
Gone for touchdowns.
Marquise Young, the deep back. One, and then limping to the finish. Did beat MTSU today, and Louisville's a mess. They play them next week, so a little shot at 9 wins this year for Coach Stoops. I guess that would be the surprise of the division.
That's now putting it on Tennessee, right? They gave Georgia as much as they wanted, and were it not for turnovers, that game could have gone another way.
Intercepted! Is thrown right into the hands of Tay Crowder, and Crowder is back near the 30-yard line. Crowder, Johnny on the spot there.
His second interception
In a season, and he said that was a huge factor in today's game, something that no coach has ever had to think about before. There are a bunch of players that have played in 3, some that have played in 4. And that's a
job. He kind of had to wrestle that one into his basket.
Isabella with almost another is the target on almost every play, and they still aren't able to limit this guy. 12 catches for the senior from Mayfield, Ohio.
And the remarkable part, too, is he's able to get open. These aren't just quick passes where it's impossible to defend.
Wow, what a hit. Like, this is the greatest partnership we've ever made. Oh, Fredericks is going to throw it back to Comus, and now he's going to load up. How about this flea flicker? Isabella's there. And he's going to make it in the end zone. And she got up. She interviewed Chris Berman. She interviewed Kirby Smart. That ball is here, but she did stay through the beginning of the second half for taking that big hit at the beginning of the game. And I can understand that many fans across the country want to see conference matchups this late in the season. Comus wants to take a deep shot here, and Isabella's waiting for it. Touchdown!